Testing. Welcome along to Cork here. I'm with my co-host Jack.
Well, Sarge, how are you?
What's your verdict on the game today, Jack?
Should be a tight game. Lovely conditions down here in Cork, so hopefully we'll see a bit of free-flowing rugby.
Natural already. The Shannon team today, who's number 1? I can't actually even see, lads. Sorry, no. Oh, it's Emmett O'Callaghan.
Emmett O'Callaghan, Alex Long, and Johnny Hayes. In the second row, there's Sean McCarthy and
Technical issues, lads, already. So 4 Conor O'Flynn, 5 Ronan Coffey, 6 Sean McCarthy, 7 Colm Heffernan, 8 and captain Lee Nicholas. Ben Daly at number 10, Ethan Maloney at 11, 12 is Alan Flannery, 13 is Dara Oxley, Ika Maguire is number 14, and Keelan Stevens is number 15. Early penalty for UCC. Bear with us now, lads. We're new to this thing, okay? Nice conditions for a game of rugby, Jack.
lovely conditions down here in Cork, Sarge. Yeah, like I said, hopefully once we get into the game, there'll be the ball will start being thrown around. Shannon have some pace in the wings with Ecom and Ethan playing out there. So hopefully we can get the ball out there nice and early.
And hopefully one of them can overtake you as the season's top try scorer.
We won't get into that now, Sarge. My head's big enough as it is.
And say that again. UCC spread the ball wide. I'm not too familiar with UCC names now, lads, so you won't be getting much in-depth analysis on their team. Good tackle there by Sean McCarthy.
Great line speed so far from the Shannon team, Sarge, isn't there?
Fine line speed, yeah. Just a slip tackle there, unfortunately. A break there. Great tackle by Ben Daly.
Space out wide.
Quick ball from UCC. The number 13 there breaks the line. Cian Bohan. Ball spilled and Shannon have the possession now. Knock on an advantage being played. Shannon driven back there, yeah. UCC look to be spreading the ball fast early, Jack.
Yeah, that's what happens when you give a team like UCC space. They'll always take advantage of it. They've got Keith Mohan playing at 13, and he'll definitely exploit it if you give him the space. But great tackle there by Conor O'Flynn, 5 metres out to force a turnover.
A good asset to UCC, the former Munster player there. Have you ever played against him, Jack?
I have. I've played against him down here a couple of times. Great player. Yeah, they have a couple of handy backs. I think there's John Taylor at 10 and Peter Sylvester at 12. So it's a good combination there.
And Shannon kicked the ball long there. UCC line out just around the halfway, or not the halfway, the 10 metre line. I'll also be asking you if your future Amber Productions man of the match later, Jack, so I hope you keep that in mind. Is that okay?
Perfect, Serge.
A massive thanks to cameraman Conor Rafferty also today for filming today's match.
What did you make of the performance last week, Serge, against Cashel? Came out on the wrong side of a high scoreline there.
Yeah, so unfortunately I wasn't there, Jack, but we done well to come away with the 2 losing bonus points, by all accounts anyway. Cashel were a big side, and unfortunately Cashel in the Highfield game got called off today to see if they had any bit of momentum from last week. UCC take the line out and again go to move the ball quickly. Hit up the middle there. Nice tackles by Shannon. Ball spills out the back of the ruck. Great tackle by Ben Daly there.
One pass is being forward, get the fuck out!
Sorry if you hear any language over the microphone. It's live TV.
One pass is being forward, get out!
UCC seem to have a lot of possession here, Jack.
Yeah, early days UCC seem to have most of the ball. Shannon have good line speed though. If we can just spread the pitch a small bit more in our D, I think we'll get a lot of success with that.
Interesting to see the win for the corner there instead of the 3 points. Not too much of a wind blowing here in Cork.
Brave call.
A great steal from the line out, Sean McCarthy there. Good to see him back in the Shannon team today, Jack.
Yeah, it's great having someone with the experience that Shawnee does. He's a great leader on and off the pitch, so it definitely makes a huge difference having someone like him in the team.
Shannon cleared the lines, line out to UCC on the 22-metre line. They look to take it quick, and the referee blows it back. The line out was set.
Again here.
And Sean almost steals there again, but UCC set up the maul.
Penalty advantage UCC.
UCC carry up in the middle again.
This is where I imagine UCC will try to spread the ball wide here.
And there it goes out. The winger, 2-on-2 situation. Good tackle by Shannon. UCC second row carries short space out. No stopping him from there. On the grand scheme of things, you must say UCC deserved that, Jack.
Yeah, they just seem to be getting those breaks off a couple of small errors they're making. Went to the corner there. We turned it over. Box kicked it out, and they got a penalty advantage off the following line out, moved it wide, which UCC always love to do, and just a slight missed tackle and they went in the corner there.
I heard Jeremy Mulcahy told us we're doing a good job on commentary so far, Jack.
Thanks, sir.
UCC line up to conversion. Looks good from here, just wide. Shannon we want to get the ball in UCC territory now and gain some possession, Jack.
Yeah, hopefully get a good kick off here by Ben Daly, get some good line speed and so put a lot of pressure on the clearing kick from UCC and see if we can build off the following line out.
Deep kick there by Ben Daly. Return down the middle of the field. Ben will look to run this, or he'll give it to Lee Nicholas. Keelan Stevenson will have a go here. Lovely chip over the top. He seems to be onto it. Just a bounce. Nice idea.
Yeah, good idea on the counter-attack, just didn't get the bounce. Again, this is what UCC love to do, spread that ball wide off any error. This is what they'll do every single time. They get the offload away and make a break 20 metres down the following touchline. Again, quick ball off the edge there.
And penalty out to Shannon. That was good. That was good for Shannon there to get a penalty after conceding 30 yards of possession after an unlucky bounce.
Yeah, great turnover there. I think it was Colm Heffernan who managed to get on the ball. What do you think of the new breakdown law, Serge?
To be honest with you now, I wouldn't be too familiar with them, Jack. I'm just up to jump a rugby man myself, you know. What you think yourself?
Yeah, it definitely favours the attacking side. Referees seem to be pinging it very, very quickly if you get on that ball at all. As you see there, Hef was straight on the ball, and ref is giving very early penalties for that. So again, it's good for the attacking side and favours the defending side, but makes the attacking side work a lot harder to get to those rucks quicker.
It was far from breakdowns you were rare, to be honest. Now, Jack, in all fairness.
You're right, Sarge. Yeah, I usually try to stay as far away from him as possible.
Shannon won the line-up, but conceded possession there in the breakdown. UCC again looked to move the ball quickly. These type of conditions would suit a team like UCC down to the ground now to run the ball a lot, and they are moving it quite fast and quite well.
Yeah, as you can see, they're hitting up and going out the back of the second pod like they are here with a line break on the edge. They're keeping good width at the minute. They hit up in the middle here again.
Good cover tackle there by Alex Long. A good double hit there by the two Shannon RFC, Emma O'Callaghan and John Hayes. UCC then again to look the ball move quickly. UCC break up through the middle after a couple of passes. The win between the 15-yard line and the 5-yard line. You'd have to say Shannon will be quite disappointed with some of the tackles there.
Yeah, look, it's just small errors at the minute that are leaving it down. If you notice, UCC have a lot of runners inside their 10. James Taylor's got good feet, and they seem to bring their wingers in off the touchline a lot. They made 2 line breaks off it there. It's just inside shoulders, easy fixes. So hopefully we can fix it from here on out. Sarge, while UCC are taking the conversion here, what do you make of the youngsters after coming into the team so far this year? We have John O'Sullivan at 9 and Alan Flannery at 13, both out of Rockwell. Alan is Jake's younger brother, and we have Alex Long at hooker today from Arts Kilreach. What do you make of their performances so far coming into the team and throughout pre-season?
Yeah, I've been quite impressed. They've come into and made an impact getting straight into the team. Like with people coming from Rockwell, you'd always expect to be quite skillful. They're a well-oiled machine out there in Tipperary. And young Alex Long there, he's come into the side and he's made quite a good impression from Arts Goal there.
Come on, boys, come on, let's go!
James Taylor put that conversion over the post there.
Go, Clancy!
And it's good to see Conor Glynn returning there from injury, and his first game back since, I would say, March or February. Kick off there now, Ben Daly, another deep one. UCC number 8, Ryan Murphy, gets a hold of the ball. He looks to run it out again.
Coffee with the chop tackle.
What's the numbers? Go work, we gotta beat him to it!
A good catch by Lee Nicholas. He's well tackled by the UCC in the second row. UCC committing a lot of bodies to their own breakdown, Jack.
There we go. We see a penalty there. It was off the feet, UCC. So we have an option here. Will Ben Daly go for the corner? Yeah, he will. Think our maul will definitely be an asset against a team like UCC. So we'll see how we go here.
A good kick there by Ben just outside the 22. Shannon have their first attacking line out of the game.
Yeah, Sarge, good pressure there from Conor Glynn on the box kick there, forced the sloppy box kick exit from UCC. Lee Nicholas took it well. We went one phase in field and get a penalty return off it. So good return off kick off here. Unfortunately, just lose that line out there.
Spilled there, but referee says it was spilled backwards. UCC looked to carry from their 22.
Again, UCC looking the box kick here on the 15, same as the last position. We'll see if they'll get a better return off this one.
Conor Glynn with good pressure again there. The ball falling to Maloney. He'll have a go.
Great feat by Ethan Maloney to get an initial break. He's away in midfield. Shannon will look to go blind here after the second phase. Good.
And Lee will carry. Shannon now have a bit of possession, probably for the first time a bit of continued possession to the game. So hopefully they'll look
Coffee with the offload gives to Ben Daly.
Ethan Maloney makes good yards on the ground there. Ronan Coffey carries up. John O'Sullivan carries out the back to Ben Daly. Might have a go. John O'Sullivan with a kick through the middle. It was touched, so Shannon have another line out just outside the 22. Hopefully they'll get a better result from the last one, Jack.
Yeah, 2 good returns there by Shannon off UCC exits. Conor Glynn putting huge pressure on their 9 twice in a row there. Lee took the first one and Ethan took the second one. Great feat and made 10 or 15 metres in field. John O'Sullivan put a kick down in around the 22, took a touch off UCC, and Shannon have a line out here. Conor Glynn breaks off the back of them all.
And Lee Nicholas carries up there. Shannon just coming into the UCC 22.
Great feat there by Lee Nicholas. Shannon, you can see we're looking to have a lot of quick ball at ruck time here so far.
Shannon go back out the open side. Emma O'Callaghan carries up, met by 2 UCC defenders. So defending quite well, Jack.
Defending quite well, yeah. Shannon just looking for that break. Some good feet and carries here, trying to get on that outside shoulder. We're staying around that 22 at the minute. Ben Daly. Well picked up by Alan Flannery there, Sean McCarthy.
Seems to be a penalty advantage.
Has to be yellow card, Serge. Has to be yellow card.
We're going to have to call this one down the middle, Jack. We can't make decisions like that.
Apologies, I'll take off my colours. We have an injury here at the minute, Serge.
Can't quite make out who it is there, Jack.
Looks like Emmett O'Callaghan, I think that's down injured at the minute. I think Johnny Hayes had just come off a minute ago with a small knock, and Conor Glynn had come on for him. So hopefully Emmett will be okay to continue. Looks alright, just getting a rub there. Quick tap here by Ben.
Tries to move him very quickly. I think he caught his own players unaware as well there, Jack.
Great feet by Ecom.
Oh, he looks great dash. Oh, great.
Super try in the corner. Dara Oxley, Ben Daly taking great initiative there to go quick. Moves it to Ecom. Ecom with great feet. Offload to Oxley and a try in the corner. That's what Ben offers to the Shannon team. Serge, a lot of off the cuff rugby, great feet. Loves to move the ball wide. What you make of that?
Oh, I'm quite impressed now. It looked like Ben Daly was the only one that knew what he was doing there, but Ecom, he was aware to what Ben does. They've good chemistry, the two of them. And then Dara Oxley got the ball there and finished quite well in the corner. Conversion to come now. Shannon will be delighted with that, with their first meaningful possession in the game.
Yeah, look, as I said, Ben loves a bit of off the cuff rugby. Like you said, sometimes even his own teammates don't know what he's going to do, but that definitely means the opposition don't know what he's going to do. Ecom did very well to get in support with him there, hold the ball up with great feet, and let Dara Oxley get on his outside and finish that in the corner. Yeah, great try, Ben, just looking to convert here from the touchline.
Ben just lines up the conversion from just inside the 22 on the touchline. Strikes. There's actually a pole in my way, so I can't see, but it just goes short. We'll take this moment to thank everyone for joining us here today as well on Shannon Rugby TV.
Shannon, or Sarge, apologies. What do you make of the no supporters here today? Would be great at some stage to see if we could get all the Shannon supporters back out. I know there's a lot listening today that would love to be here, and definitely the team would love to eventually get them all back in and supporting us.
Yeah, so that's unfortunately that's the time we're living in at the moment. So hopefully sooner rather than later we can get the supporters back. Everyone wants supporters back, and it's good to see that there's about 300 people watching live here now at the moment.
Yeah, with the kick-off there where referee has gone back for a scrum midfield there for Shannon.
Straight on the full, I think, Jack, was it?
I think so, yes, Serge. Yeah, Shannon opted for the scrum option midfield.
Interesting to see the setup here.
Interesting split, yeah. Ecom standing just behind the scrum. We got Ben and Alan Flannery splitting each sides with the fullback holding behind Ecom and two wingers holding the width. So let's see what Shannon do off this.
Thanks to Joe Maloney for those the lovely comment about us.
We have a tweet here from a good friend of mine, Joe Maloney. It's a great commentary, lads. A bit more like John Kenny and Pat Short than Brent Pope and George Hook. I'm going to take that as a compliment, Joe. Just wondering who is John Kenny and who is Pat Short.
One pudding box there, please. Penalty from the scrum there at UCC at halfway. Luke Class, you've turned your there, says phenomenal commentary. Thanks for that, Luke. I hope you're enjoying Dublin.
UCC here, James Taylor with a very good kick from the halfway line, just makes about the 22-metre line off that UCC line out. They opt to go to the back here, straight off the top. Hit the winger straight off the line out, makes good yards initially.
Get off the line!
Quick ball here like UCC love to play.
Again, UCC look to move it quickly. Again, through Bohan, another great tackle there by Dara Oxley.
Great tackle there by Dara Oxley.
Another cover tackle by Conor Glynn there.
Again, Serge, you see UCC trying to play a really quick ball here. They like quick rucks, like to move that ball around. Unfortunately, we just see someone coming off their feet there. Penalty advantage. James Taylor on the ball now here. Uses feet.
Just spilled there by UCC. Will come back for the penalty. Again, they're kind of scanning the field to see if they can go quick, but I'm going on their last couple of penalties. It looks like they'll probably go for the corner, I would imagine.
They've opted for the scrum, Serge. What do you make of that?
Well, they would have been happy to get the scrum from halfway there, so they'll want to capitalise on a bit of momentum there.
Good attacking position here, 10 or 15 metres in from the touchline on the left-hand side. I presume UCC will look to get the ball in their hands of the centres here and see what they can make on the edge. Scrum reset here by the referee. Evan Sargent just taking a short water break here. You tired already, Serge?
You know, you can't be bringing water and sharing water bottles, you know, so it is the new normal, as they say.
Second put in here from UCC, as I said, scrum 15 metres in from the touchline. They have their winger stacked just behind the scrum here. I wonder will they try to bring him in on first phase like they did off the last line out where they made good return. He goes back blind here just as I say it. Ball's at the back, knock on. Spills backwards, says the ref. 9 picks and goes, gets a good offload to the 8 on his inside. Ball slowed down here a bit for UCC. Shane O'Hanlon with the carry.
Again, to move it out to the backs. Bohan again carries up.
Super tackle there by Alan Flannery and Dara Oxley. Alan Flannery looks to get on the ball. Again, UCC playing it out to the touchline.
Oh, a great line by the UCC number 4. Sees him going for another score.
Yeah, a good late line there. Just don't think we saw it coming in D. I think that's his second try today. Yeah, conversion here for James Taylor, about 20 metres in from the touchline.
Shannon will be quite disappointed there, Jack, because they did defend well there with some good first up tackles.
Yeah, definitely, Serge. There was some very good tackles you saw. Dara Oxley and Alan Flannery putting in some great hits. out wide, Ben Daly putting in another chop tackle, but just a late line, like I said, and a missed tackle. Let's UCC second row go in for a second try today. As we sit here, Sarge, watching the conversion, we've got Tony Cusack just down to the right of us. He's had a tough time the last year out with injury, but he's looking like he's on the mend at the minute, maybe 6 weeks out from recovery. It'd be great to get him back in the side at some stage.
Yeah, it would be great to see Tony come back. He's had a hard run of it, and if rumours are to be believed, it's possible he could be on co-coms next weekend.
We have a text here from former Shannon player Nathan Fox and now captain of Partine intermediate team. Just wanted to wish the very best of luck to all his former teammates. Thanks, Nathan, for the text. Kick off here by Ben Daly, taken by the UCC second row.
And UCC kick down into the backfield, just goes over the head of Lee Nicholas there, who's chasing back. He has Keelan Stevenson in support. He puts boot the ball himself. I think he learned that in his Abbey Sarsfield days. Jack.
Yeah, Lee was a great footballer back in his day. I'm not sure if he brought the kicking boots now today, Sarge, but decent return on that kick under pressure from Lee. Did well to scramble back. He'd Keelan on his inside, but UCC had a decent chase line, so did well to clear his lines there. UCC line out here just inside Shannon's 10. Again, they hit the back and go off the top. Ball to James Taylor and they hit up midfield. Good chop tackle there by Colm Heffernan. UCC look to go quick, just a slip by the 9. I think it looks like a penalty advantage here to UCC as they look to go wide. Good feed on the touchline and an offload to their fullback, Keane Mohan, making a break on the inside. Unfortunately, UCC go in for a 4th try. Like I said early on, Serge, that's a rugby UCC play. They had an advantage there. Looked to move the ball wide early, got to the touchline, good feet, got an offload on the inside and had decent support. What do you make of that?
It was good play again by UCC. You gotta appreciate good rugby when you see it, but you have to admire the work rate. Their number 7 and number 8 have been going through incredible work rate. Yeah,
making decent carries up the midfield. What UCC look to be doing is they make that one carry either off a line out or off an edge ruck, and they look to get the ball into their backs' hands. James Taylor with the conversion here, right on the edge, 5 metres in from the touchline.
A lovely kick there from just near the sideline there for James Taylor, I think his name is.
James Taylor with the kick, yeah. Referee's just blown up for a water break here.
Boys, let's go.
We're back here with a kick-off for Shannon. Just after the water break, Shannon will look to put a bit of pressure on UCC and hopefully get a couple of scores here before half-time. Serge, what you make?
Yeah, so Shannon would want to come out of that water break, but after regrouping with a bit of momentum now, and hopefully put some scores on the board and make it a competitive second half. UCC carrying now from just outside of 22.
Where's the hunt?
Serge, you got a bit quiet here on commentary. Would you like to keep the viewers up to date on what's going on here in the play-by-play?
There was just a technical glitch there with the microphone jack. But no, it seems to be resolved now. A spill ball there by UCC, and the ref blows play. There seems to be an injury for Shannon. Just another break and play there.
Evan, we have a comment in here from Ian Cullen. Serge, any truth in the rumours you're coming back from retirement to play thirds? My own opinion is that that would be slightly above your level. You've had quite a bit of experience playing with various teams with Shannon over the years, quite a few different positions. You've played on the wing, you've played in the back row, the second row, maybe a bit in the centre. What do you make of Ian's comment, and where would you fit in on that Shannon thirds team?
Unfortunately, no, this isn't the time for a Q&A, Jack, but contrary to belief, I will not be coming out of retirement for the fourth time. Unless the price is right, of course.
We'll put up a link for Serge's Revolut later on after the game, and we'll see what we can raise to get him back playing in a black and blue jersey.
No, Brett can play with an injury there at the moment.
We have an injury here. I think it's Dara Oxley who just took a bit of a knock there. Seems to be hobbling off the touchline there. So Darren Gavin coming on. Great to see Darren back in a Shannon jersey. He had his fair share of injuries over the last couple of years. He's coming on the wing here, and Ethan Maloney moving into 13 where he played last week. Scrum here to UCC, 15 metres in from the touchline, about 30 out from their own line. Let's see what they do here.
Yeah, as you said, it's good to see Darren back there. As you said, a tough run of injuries for him, and no doubt he'll be a good asset to the senior team. Ball at the back of the UCC scrum there, and again they look to run it there. Ball moved out from Bohan. 15 there, makes a good break in past the 10-metre line.
Great tackle there by Darren Gavin on the cover. UCC looks to go quick off the touchline here with another carry. James Taylor stepping up, first receiver here. Another good offload there by UCC.
A couple of slip tackles there by Shannon.
Again, UCC looking to move it quick into James Taylor's hands. He goes out the back of the first pod to Keane Mohan, moves it wide. The number 8 looking to run down the touchline, gets a good pass away to their fullback.
And it's good cover and tackle there now by Shannon.
Colin Heffernan coming across with that tackle there. Sean McCarthy makes a good chop tackle there with Conor O'Flynn.
Now, boy, watching! Watch the fucking attack!
Apologies once again for the language.
A ball spills. Emmett O'Callaghan tries to run from deep. Lee moves it to Conor O'Flynn. Ben Daly. Ecom has a cut. And the referee blows it back for a knock on there. Scrum to Shannon for seems to be a forward pass there, maybe instead of a knock on.
Yeah, Serge, a spill ball usually wouldn't want to be landing in your prop's hand, trying to run it out from deep there. What you make of that? Emmett O'Callaghan looking to put the feet on and see if he can get the gas away.
No, I almost had to pinch myself when I said Emmett O'Callaghan was running from deep there.
The first time for everything, Serge.
That's true, Jack. And we appreciate the good comments on our commentary.
Again, another comment here coming in from Luke Moylan, appreciating the commentary here. Luke's been out injured for the last about 10 or 11 months at this stage. Tore his hamstring in a big game versus Garryowen last year. Luke is a couple of months out from his recovery, so it would be good to have a good club man like Luke coming back into the squad at some stage as well.
Yeah, it's just a pity he decided to watch his beloved Chelsea today instead of coming down to follow Shannon. Rumours were he was also due to be on commentary duties with yourself, Jack.
Serge, I'd like to stand up for Luke there. Unfortunately, due to restrictions in Cork and the virus, Luke couldn't make it down today. But I'd say he probably would have stayed behind and watched Chelsea anyway if he had the opportunity.
Less about football now, please, Jack. Only when it's Manchester United. Now Shannon will have the scrum from inside around 22 there. They look to get out. Score remains 26-5 to UCC.
Lee Nicholas with the break, gives the ball to John O'Sullivan down the blind side. Ben Daly again with great feet, makes an initial line break, looks to offload to Ecom, bounces off his foot, gets the kick away. Ecom picks it up again. Great recovery by Ecom, looks to offload again. UCC looking to get on that turnover. There we go, penalty. Referee initially puts his hand up for a penalty to Shannon and decides to change his mind for a penalty to UCC. Ecom looks to be down with a slight injury. Great initial break down the touchline there. Lee Nicholas breaking off the back of the scrum, giving it to John O'Sullivan, and Ben Daly then making an initial line break with a great offload to Ecom. Kicks the ball forward and does well to recover. Looks like he has picked up a small knock there, Sarge.
Yeah, as you said, great run there by Ben, and again Ecom now maybe a bit fortunate with the bounce off his leg, but he may get some great ground. It looked like Shannon had a penalty on halfway, or 10 metre line, shall I say, but the ref gave it to UCC instead. But again, Shannon would be relieved to get out of their 22 with a great break there.
We see Brian Bennett just coming down to warm up there. This will be Brian's first appearance for Shannon. His older brother Tig is the head coach of Shannon. Just recently signed with us. Sarge, what you make of Brian looking to make his debut? Yourself and himself would have spent a lot of time together growing up, watching Shannon win a lot of ALs with Tig involved in the team back then. Yeah,
back then it used to be mainly us baiting each other down the back of the buses or something like that, but he seems to quieten down now an awful lot. He just, after being sent back to the stands there, just as Ecom has recovered there from the injury, but I would imagine we would still be likely to see Breen this afternoon, Jack.
Yeah, Breen covers a lot of positions there in the back line, so with the injury to Dara, Breen will be covering the backfield there. You see go off the top of the line out there again, hit up midfield, and number 8 coming around the corner. Again looking to go quick, get the ball into James Taylor's hands, out the back to Keane Bohan. Good line speed there by Eaton, does very well to hold on to that tackle. One phase in off the touchline with that second row, scored 2 tries so far, and again quick ball into James Taylor's hands. Great tackle there by Conor Glynn and Alex Long, 2 former Ards Gunnery students combining.
Just a little chip in and through the back there where Ecom gathers, and he's going to look to run from deep, but he's smothered by UCC defenders there.
Thank God it's Ecom recovering that ball, not Emil O'Callaghan.
Ecom seems to be down on the far side of the ruck there. Shannon looked to be setting up for a box kick here to gain some ground. And they look to just get themselves just outside the 22 there, line out to UCC.
John O'Sullivan there, like we said, from Rockwell with the exit. Line out here from UCC on the 22. I'm presuming they're going to look to go off the top again like they have, and hit up that pod in the midfield. Again, they go to the back.
That did look a small bit crooked, and the ref agrees with me. Scrum on the 22, the line. Shannon again will look to get out of here. The score remains 26-5. Seems to be a small bit of a breeze arriving in Cork here. A nice bit of a chill in the air. Hopefully the rain now will stay away.
Ball at the base. Shannon moving forward very well, keeping that ball in there. Referee surely has to blow for a penalty here. There we go, penalty to Shannon. John O'Sullivan looks to go quick, moves the ball early into Alan Flannery's hands. Great feet, gets the offload away to Ben Daly. Eakham moving fast through the midfield now, gets another offload away to Ethan Maloney. Shannon playing some good rugby here, getting out of there 22 off that penalty. Moving the ball into Ronan Coffey's hands in midfield here. John O'Sullivan looking to go quick again, get that ball into Ben Daly's hands. Penalty advantage here to Shannon. What will Ben try and do? Chip over the top. Just knocked back there by UCC. We'll go back to the penalty advantage to Shannon. Some great rugby there, Sarge. Great initiative from John O'Sullivan to tap and go there, get the ball into Eakham's hands early. Great support line by Ethan, and we have a penalty here. Ben Daly looking to go to the corner from the halfway line.
Yeah, absolutely. Jack Shannon will be delighted now to get out of the 22, and as you said, some great rugby there. And Ben makes some good yards on the kick there, just outside the 22. Shannon will have a line out.
Yeah, there can't be much time left here in the first half, Sarge. Shannon definitely looking to be coming out of here with points. 26-5 is the scoreline we have at the minute. If Shannon get a good score here and hopefully convert, plenty of time left for us to get back in the game. What do you think?
Yeah, Shannon will definitely look to get a score just before the half there. It would be a good time to score.
Great line out there, may I say, by Alex Long, taken by Sean McCarthy. Ronan Coffey looks to break down the blind side here.
Now Shannon got to carry tight again.
Colin Heffernan at the carry.
The Shannon bench getting excited there about a penalty. Again, apologies for any language if that's if something's coming across the microphone there.
Strange thing for you to be saying, Sarge. Normally you'd be on the other end of that, not on the microphone.
Professional as always, Jack. Ben Daly moves out wide to Shannon, and he passes wide. Aitken goes through the wing. Oh, spilled. Just spilled there by Shannon, close to be going over the line. They'll be very disappointed not to get the score there.
Yeah, look, we come back for a scrum here. Lee Nicholas with a great break down the blind side there, gets it into Ben Daly's hands early, who moves it on to Eakham. Looks for the offload just short of the line. I think UCC might have got a hand to that as it's a knock on and scrum to Shannon. Scrum 5 minutes out on the right hand side for Shannon. We got a penalty after the last scrum, Serge. Connor and Emmett in the front row there will definitely be looking to put the pressure on the UCC scrum here again, and if not, we've got some great options with Alan and Ethan in the centre looking to get some gain line here.
Yeah, as you said, it was a great move there for Shannon, and hopefully to capitalise on the momentum from the last scrum there. Ball in there by John O'Sullivan. Scrum is a bit of a deadlock at the moment, but Shannon seemed to drive forward, and we'll have a reset. Just as the sun starts to make another appearance here in Cork.
Like we said, scrum reset here to Shannon, 5 metres in from the touchline, 5 metres out from the UCC line. Connor and Emmett putting big pressure on the UCC scrum again there. John O'Sullivan puts the ball in. UCC holding steady here so far. Ball is at the base. John moves it to Eakham. Eakham with a great carry off that.
Shannon again looked to carry tightly. Nicholas close to the line.
You see Darren Gavin holding the width there. A lot of space out wide if we can get the ball into his hands.
Shannon looked to move it quick. If they move it quick, there should be a score. Oh, unfortunately, the ball went forward. 5 metre scrum to UCC. Shannon will be very disappointed with the execution of that there. They're still a good territory, so hopefully they can capitalise and hopefully maybe win something off this scrum, Jack.
Yeah, look, Darren was in a lot of space out wide there. We tried to move the ball to him early. Unfortunately, the pass didn't go to hand. I think UCC might have got a hand on that and knocked it off Shannon. UCC scrum here, 5 metres out. Hopefully Connor and Emmett can put the pressure on and not leave them get an easy exit.
Will you come back in the half, Kiwi? Will you come back?
Just on the stroke of half time here now, lads. Still remains 26-5. good competitive scrum there against each other. Shannon just seemed to be going backwards a small bit. And UCC kick it out, and that's half time.
Half time here in the Mardyke Arena in Cork. It is 26-5 to UCC. Not a great first half for Shannon, but definitely some positive there. We're moving the ball well through our backline, getting some good carries off the forwards. Some good chop tackles been put in. Just a couple of small errors leaving us down, leaving UCC get those breaks on the outside, and that's what's giving them the edge at the minute. Serge, what do you make of it?
Yeah, absolutely, Jack. But you would have to say Shannon will be encouraged by the way they finished the half there in the UCC 22, and hopefully they can bring that into the second half and capitalise on a bit of momentum.
Definitely, yeah. Shannon forwards working very hard in that first half, allowing the backs to get a bit of space on the edge. As you can see, when we've gotten the ball into the likes of Ethan Maloney and Ika Maguru's hands, we've made plenty of yards down the touchline. Ben Daly getting a lot of good touches in there, using great feet along with Alan Flannery. So hopefully we can capitalise on that in the second half. Definitely plenty of time here and a lot of promise from that first half, Serge.
We'll just sign off for a few moments there, another water break for ourselves. Now we're just back here in Cork, but first I'd like to see if people could get involved in an exciting new club fundraiser. You can find a direct debit form on the website. As you're aware, COVID-19 has seriously impeded our fundraising efforts, and with no definite end in sight, this will continue for the 2021 season. Due to this, we are reaching out to our club members, both near and far, as to answer our mighty club's call for assistance in these uncertain times. Shannon RFC has served us all the years, providing many fantastic memories and occasions. But now more than ever is the time to roll up your sleeves and get involved in ensuring we keep our great club thriving for years to come. The 500 Club has been set up to ensure we continue to nurture young talent while also maintaining and upgrading our club facilities for future generations. The concept is simple. 500 members enter into 12 monthly draws for a chance to win the amazing prizes outlined above. Only €25 a month will see you with a chance to win, whilst also safeguarding the future of our club. If you also add our membership to the 500 Club, you can avail of a 20% discount and free entry to home matches. Please head on to www.shannonrfc.com and click onto the 500 Club for more info. Now after that, Jack.
Just a quick update there, Serge. Definitely see a big difference in Shannon's D coming out in that second half there. Putting a lot of pressure on UCC early on. UCC kicked off long, Shannon cleared their lines and start, as I said, putting pressure on UCC. UCC looked to go blind there. Ika Maguru coming up with great line speed on, and it's a Shannon line out on the UCC 10 here. So great return off the first kickoff in the second half. Alex Long throwing the ball in here now.
Alex Long throws into the line out, Ronan Coffey gathers, and Ben Daly will have a run again. Pass to Alan Flannery, who takes it up the middle. Ecom has another goal now. Breaks the line there. And John O'Sullivan carries there. Kelvin back on the pitch there, passes it on. Shannon pick one ring, another half-time substitution, carries the ball. Shannon with a bit of possession now for the first time in this half, and look to Alan Flannery carries offload to Conor Glynn.
Another good carry by Alan Flannery in this set of phases here, as he used great feet, but unfortunately off the next phase, turnover off a knock on UCC. You look to clear the lines here from James Taylor. Darren Gavin takes it, puts a little grubber in behind. Great kick by Darren as he chased it himself. UCC gather a metre out from their line. Good feet from their fullback. Tackle there 5 metres out from his own line as they set up a ruck. UCC move one phase in from the touchline, as I presume they'll set up to look to exit here. Great kick in behind, as I said there, from Darren Gavin to put them under pressure. Unfortunately wasn't able to regather, but UCC set up for a box kick here. Good pressure on the box, and UCC make it as far as their own 22. Throw into Shannon as Alex Long looks to gather the ball. Shannon looked to go quickly there. John O'Sullivan moves into the hands of Ben Daly. Ben Daly running across the pitch. Moves into Alan Flannery's hands. Oh! Almost gathered by the UCC winger there as he picks it up as it bounces off the deck. UCC will look to move it. Unfortunately, a penalty here to UCC on their own 10 metre line. Shannon look to capitalise there on UCC turning their back on that line out. Unfortunately, pass didn't go to hand. So penalty here to UCC.
An enforced break there, just thanks to Jack muttering on there. UCC penalty there. They like to go for touch halfway between the 10 metre line and the 22. After a good play there by Shannon, they'll be very disappointed to be down into their own half again.
Just a comment in there from Adam Maloney saying that he thinks that Conor Glynn came out of the womb with his hand up a pillar. What do you make of that comment, Serge?
I will not be commenting on Adam's remarks. Just a break and play there. We can take this moment to congratulate our under-20 side who beat Garryowen 20 points to 18 on Wednesday night there, Jack, and hard look to our ladies side who were beaten by a strong UL both side last night.
Yeah, super win for the 20s the other night. came back as they were behind against Garryowen. It was great to see Luke Rigney back on the field as he was out injured himself, and Kieran Ryan put in a great shift to get a penalty try last play of the game, as UCC are here throwing the ball into the line out. Looks crooked from my view, but the ref doesn't see it. Ref has given a knock on there from Shannon straight in front of us here, Sarge. Look crooked to me, but the ref seems to be bringing in for a scrum on the 15 to UCC.
Yeah, the ref thought the ball had went forward there off Ronan Coffey. Scrum at the 10-metre line there, just 15 yards in front of the touchline for UCC. Bit of a deadlock at the scrum here. UCC looked to make some feet. UCC tried to spread the ball wide, bring it out tight.
Make your mind up there, Sarge.
UCC go blind. Bit of a spill ball there. Good cover and tackle there by Ronan Coffey. UCC seem to be going a bit slower at the breakdown, but now they move it fast and go inside again.
Again, they use James Taylor going inside to the winger off his shoulder as they
score there under the post. A couple of slip tackles by Shannon. It was Shannon will be disappointed they were only in the UCC 5-metre line a couple of moments ago, Jack.
Yeah, as we mentioned in the first half there, James Taylor loves to get the ball in his hands, and he seems to have a winger or an inside option every time he does. UCC getting great ground off it when they use it. Another try there from the opposite winger this time for UCC.
Kick under the post there makes 33-5 to UCC.
Kick off here to Shannon. What do you make of Oren Ring's haircut? He's on the opposite side of the pitch, but we can still clearly make it out. Big fan of it myself, Sarge. What about you?
Let's say I wouldn't be able to pull it off myself, Jack, to be honest with you. But whatever floats your boat, I suppose. UCC just outside the 22 looked a box kick there. A very good box kick contestable there with Keelan Stevenson gets up in the air and takes it. Shannon looked to go blind. Oren Ring moves it. And it's spilled by Shannon on the far wing. Scrum again to UCC.
It was a great take there by Keelan Stevenson under pressure. Unfortunately, Shannon just looked to move quickly, and ball didn't go to hand down the blind side. So, as Evan said, scrum to UCC.
Penalty to UCC at the scrum there. Just near on the 5-metre line on the 10-yard line. And they look to move it quick, and Ben Daly puts good pressure. A good tackle by Ethan Maloney, but just look to spread it wider. Great pass by UCC there. Interested in carrying the ball in one hand like that, but he makes it work. Ecom catches up and just slips the tackle. Another good cover and tackle by Ethan Maloney there. Great ground by UCC again, and they look to move it. A great pass there, cutting out two men, and UCC go under the, just go over the line. Two quick fire tries for UCC there.
Yeah, like we mentioned in the first half, Evan, we have Brian Bennett warming up here on the sideline. I think Eakham picked up a slight knock there, looking to make a tackle as he walks off to the sideline to us here. Brian, like we said in the first half, younger brother of head coach Tyg Bennett, looking to make his Shannon debut. Has been around the setup for years, watching his brother win AL trophies. So I'm sure he's delighted, and his family will be delighted to see him get his first game for Shannon. James Taylor looking to convert here, 15 metres in from the touchline. Score is currently 38-5 to UCC. Taylor again making that kick. Brian Bennett is going on at scrum half, I think, as Shannon look to reshuffle their backline. I'm presuming Ben Daly will slot in at 15, Keelan Stevenson moving to the wing, John O'Sullivan moving to out half. So a completely different backline than Shannon started with, Serge.
Yeah, I can't quite actually make out who they're after taking off there, to be honest with you, Jack. It was Eakham. So UCC break the line there again. Shannon clear out there. UCC tried to move again. UCC making great yards with all their runs at the moment. UCC move it wide again. Great tackle by Ethan Maloney. Just slips the tackle. The number 21 for UCC slips the tackle there. He rolls. Great tackle by Ronan Coffey. They see the ball spill. Shannon tried to move it now. Kelvin Brown has a go. Great offload there. Kelvin again. Shannon will look to move it fast now. Out the back. Alan Flannery has a cut. Alan has a cut. Great line by Ethan Maloney. Great offload to Alan Flannery. He just outside the line. Just spills the ball. 5-yard scrum to UCC. Shannon will be very encouraged by that. It was a great move from almost inside around 22 there. Unfortunately, we didn't get the score there, Jack. But it was a great break by Alan and Ethan Maloney there.
Yeah, Shannon got a turnover there and went a couple of phases open, and then came back, gave the ball to Sean McCarthy. He went out the back door to Ben Daly. Early pass to Alan Flannery. He was great feet to get away on the original break. Ethan Maloney showing great sport and great feet. Gave it back to Alan again, who was back in support, and as Alan looked to get that pass away to Keelan in the corner, just looked to go forward. So great pass to play by Shannon, but unfortunately we didn't get the score in the end. Ethan Maloney down injured now. A lot of injuries so far in the back line, Serge. Like I said, we've had to reshuffle a lot. Hopefully Ethan will be okay and we can get him back in, because we don't seem to have many subs left on the bench.
Yeah, unfortunately there seem to be a lot of knocks now in this break of play. We'd like to thank all our people watching near and far. Some nice comments there. Ray Witzel on our good commentary, Jack. Would you like to thank Ray for that?
Ray, sorry, say that again, Ray.
Ray mentioned we had good commentary.
Thanks, Ray, appreciate it. I'm just under Sarge's wing here for today, so I appreciate that.
We thank Jack for making his debut on Shannon Rugby TV. And UCC look to exit now here just from the base of the scrum. And their number 8, Ryan Murphy, carries it again, but it was good cover and tackle by Shannon there. Despite the score, Shannon don't seem to be giving up, Jack. Credit where credit is due.
Yeah, look, we're still staying in the fight. There's players out there working really hard trying to get their hits in. Like I said, Ethan Maloney and Alan Flannery making that great break and showing great support for each other. Keelan again on the outside, so definitely not giving up. Great pressure on that box again. I think Kelvin was the one putting them under pressure, and UCC spill their own box kick scrum here to Shannon. 15 in from the touchline on the 22. Hopefully we look to get the ball out into our wingers' hands here. Ethan Maloney looks to be carrying a slight knock there, like I said a few minutes ago, so hopefully he can continue. like we said, a reshuffle in the back line means that John O'Sullivan is gone in at 10. Ben Daly moved to 15. So if we can get that ball into Ben Daly's hands early, Sarge, he's got great feet, as we've seen a couple of times in this game so far. I'm sure he'll look to put Darren Gavin away in the corner.
Yeah, Shannon will look to get some scores on the board. They'll be disappointed so far, but look, there's still time to get a couple of scores on the board, and they'll look to drive forward there, and they get a penalty from the scrum. That'll be a good boost for momentum, and the carry, John O'Sullivan taps quickly. Teams just getting to know each other a bit more there. Not a whole lot in this now.
Small break in play there as there was a bit of pushing and shoving going on. Nothing major, Sarge. One of the UCC players seems to have lost half his jersey. I think Kelvin Brown was just giving him a hand taking it off.
Just a coming together there, nothing major. Just a little word to the captains, and that's all. I'm not too sure what happened there after the quick tap. The ref blew it back. It looked like John O'Sullivan was in there, but saying that the referee has decided to give the UCC number 8 a yellow card and a penalty on the 5 metre line to Shannon. Not sure what I see there.
Yeah, that's Ryan Murphy just been sent to the bin there. John O'Sullivan looked to go quick off that penalty, but there was a bit of a scuffle. I'm not really sure what happened. Jordan Prendeville is kind of standing in the way of our view, so it's hard to see around him. But yeah, Ryan Murphy in the bin there. Shannon kicked to the corner here. Alex Long throwing in. I'm sure Shannon will look to get our maul running here. Unfortunately, just lose that line out. Slight miscommunication with the lift, and UCC have the ball here 5 metres out from their line, looking to exit again. They go back to John Taylor. Clears, it's short. Brian Bennett takes that. We go back, penalty on the 5 to Shannon RFC. They look to go quick.
Looked like there was early, and he gives it. It looks like he's given the try. He has.
That's a try for Brian Bennett on debut. Did really well there. He took the box kick that UCC looked to clear. Sorry, John Taylor's kick. Brian Bennett took it, and as he did, the ref blew for a penalty, and Brian sprinted back to the mark, took a quick tap, and did very well to get over the try line. I'm sure he'll be very happy to score on debut, Sarge.
Yeah, and again, as I said already, it's good to see Shannon still having a go despite the scoreline. Just it looks like John O'Sullivan is lining up this kick. It is John. Shannon will look to capitalise on playing against 14 men here for the next 8 or so minutes there after the UCC number 8 gets a yellow card. John lines up kick here. Just goes left and wide there, Jack. Score reads UCC 40 points, Shannon 10 points. UCC gets great hang time on the kick, and it didn't go 10, but Sean McCarthy gathers.
Sean McCarthy is showing his footballer roots from Kerry as he takes that overhead and makes good meters off that. Breen looks to move the ball into Oren Ring's hands. UCC looking like they're coming off the line fast there. Oren pulls it out the back into Alan Flannery's hands. Get the ball wide to Keelan Stevenson as he looks to make a break on the edge.
Yeah, again, Shannon looked to seem to be revitalised after that try, and they're going to really have it and go. But unfortunately, a forward pass is made there, and it will be a scrum at just over the halfway line. UCC scrum.
We see Tai Chan here just taking off the bib on the sideline. He's been up in Dublin working for the last couple of months, so he's just back here now, Sarge. I think he's coming on for Alex Long. Good to see him back.
Yeah, as you said, it is good to see him back there, Jack. You'd always like to see players who come through the underage coming back to the club after a short hiatus. UCC just inside their own half, look to move the ball. Again, just goes over the top of the winger there, and Shannon will have a line out.
Yeah, Shannon putting good pressure on the midfield, coming up there. Ethan at 13, just putting good pressure on the pass, forced the UCC fullback to throw a big pass over the edge, and it just goes out. Tai Chan, like we said, has just come on and is taking his first line out here, just inside the UCC half. Sun's back, Sarge.
Yeah, thank God. We might get a 10 just before the winter comes in, Jack. Although you have won the last 12 months, so not sure where you got that.
Great carry there by Oran Ring. Shannon looked to go quickly again, just a knock on in midfield there. UCC have the ball just inside the Shannon half as they move it. Look to go wide, Keeman Bohan with a skip pass. You see Hook or second row making a break down the side. Kelvin Brown with a good tackle, tries to get him into touch, just comes short. You see a winger again coming off his wing, looking to get the ball in his hands. Line break here. UCC's out half, chips it over the top. Looks like a knock on to me. Ref agrees. Just made a line break there off the edge. Decide to chip over Ben Daly's head. Ben did very well to get back there, put him under pressure, and it's a knock-on scrum to Shannon 5 metres out from their own line in front of the post, as we see Colm Heffernan and Conor O'Flynn coming back on for Kelvin Brown and Ronan Coffey.
Yeah, it was a nice little play by the UCC replacement out half there, Jack. But thankfully Ben Daly recovered there and put pressure on him and just spill the ball forward. Shannon under 5 metre line with a scrum there. Don't forget, we'll be back with you next week for our game against Highfield on Shannon Rugby TV.
Don't forget to subscribe to SRFC TV, as you'll be notified when all of our streams and all the other content goes up. As Shannon Bream Bennett looks to put the ball in here underneath our own posts. We've gone with a 3-3 split off this. Ball is going in here. John O'Sullivan, that first receiver here on the right hand side, looks to clear his lines. We have a UCC line out here in between the 22 and the 10 after John with a good exit there under pressure.
UCC with a line out just outside the Shannon 22 here. At the back end, Sean McCarthy almost got a take there. An infringement in the line out, sees UCC have a penalty there. And they elect to go again for the corner. Shannon contests the line out again, and the ref deems the ball to have just gone crooked there. Shannon will have the option for either the line out or the scrum. It looks like they'll go for the scrum. Just inside their own 22 there, Jack.
Just behind the scrum there, I don't know if our viewers can see, but we have our team manager, Donald Brennan. He's actually seen without his dog, probably for the first time in the last year, Serge. What do you make of that?
I can't comment on that, Jack. Shannon with to put into the scrum here. Good strong scrum there. Shannon seemed to go forward a small bit, and Breen whips it out. John O'Sullivan, Alan Flannery carries. Ben Daly's going to have a cut from deep. Just a line break. He just got brought down there. Penalty. UCC move it quickly again. The number 4, he's chasing a hat-trick, just like your own hat-trick versus Kilfeacle a couple of weeks ago, Jack. And UCC break through again and score again.
Yeah, Sarge, UCC running another score there as we see Conor Glynn unfortunately just coming off. Looks like he has a little bit of a knock, hopefully nothing major. Eamon O'Callaghan coming back on the pitch. Conversion here to follow. I think there's about a minute or two left in that bin for Ryan Murphy of UCC. Look, Sarge, looking forward to next week. We have a home game next week. Versus Highfield. There's a lot of positives to take out of today. I know the scoreline doesn't show it, but definitely a lot of stuff to work on. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. There were some great games with Highfield in the All-Ireland League last year. Highfield were at the top of the league when the season was suspended, unfortunately, for them who were chasing promotion. They'll be looking to make a stamp on the community series this year, Jack, with an impressive result against a 1A side in Garryowen with the draw last week.
Yeah, 100%. As you say that, Serge, what do you make of this year's new setup? Obviously, with Strange Times, we just have a water break here, so we'll have a little chat about the new setup this year. Strange Times, obviously, with Corona, but Irish Rugby trying to put something in place so teams can get some rugby under their belt. For those of you that don't know, it's been split into regional leagues. So obviously Shannon will be competing in the Munster Regional League, the top division, along with a couple other Limerick sides like Garryowen, Old Crescent, and Young Munsters. It's good to get a lot of local derbies, Serge, against Limerick and Cork teams. Some great games against Garryowen and Young Munsters in our stint in 1A a couple of years ago. Looking forward to playing against them, I presume.
Yeah, it's always good for the regionalised games. They always draw big crowds, but unfortunately at this current time numbers are restricted, unfortunately. But again, it is good to see the IRFU getting people games. I know a lot of our players, amongst other club players all over the country, were bitterly disappointed with the suspension of the season last year. With no promotion or relegation, there was also an All-Ireland series after Christmas, and you'll play your teams in the division you were in last year. Some great games in 1B last year before it was suspended, Jack. And then also you have your Senior Cup, which we'll play the semi-final in December versus Young Munsters.
Yeah, some great games ahead, definitely. So hopefully we'll definitely regroup as a squad after this game and see where we can go from here, as John O'Sullivan has the ball in his hands looking to kick off after the water break. Good deep kick by John just on the 22 as we get a good line chase taken by the UCC number 6. UCC go one phase in off the touchline and move it out the back to their substitute out half, who clears his lines. Good pressure from Shannon, and we have the ball back on UCC 22. Shannon put into the line out.
Shannon will hope to get another score or two before the full-time whistle here, Jack. A good attacking position for him here.
Yeah, definitely have it in the arsenal. Shannon have made a lot of line breaks. Again, it's just those last passes that are not sticking as Tai Chan throws it to the base of the line. O'Connor Flynn takes, moves to Oran Ring. Ball just goes to deck as it goes backwards. Play on Shannon as it's picked up there. Brian Bennett has the ball in his hands. He looks to move it into Owen Ring's hands again. Quick ruck from Shannon. Johnny Hayes coming around the corner like a train. Unfortunately, just takes that carry backwards. Ball's in John O'Sullivan's hands. Moves the ball into Alan Flannery. Again, good feet and a good carry. Fighting his way to get over that gain line. Shannon looking to go same way again. Owen Ring with his third carry in this pass to play with a great tip on to Sean McCarthy. Ball in John O'Sullivan's hands again. Unfortunately, just knocked forward there. UCC look to kick it in behind as Shannon are looking to get back. Ben Daly working hard. Picks up the ball well. Good feet with an offload. Unfortunately, just going to deck. UCC looking to recover the ball. Referee having a close look at what's going on here. Play away, he says, as Shannon just lose the ball. UCC regaining it, looking to go wide. There's space out in this touchline as their 12 looks to kick. Ball just goes out there. Shannon ball 10 metres out from their line.
Yeah, you have to think the pass was the better option there, Jack.
Yeah, look, that's the way UCC will play. Even they're a type of side like the college sides usually are in the AL, like to kick the ball, like to move the ball wide. They're always going to use that option when it's there. Message in from Karen Brown, great Shannon supporter, mother of 2 senior players, Ian and Kelvin, and underage player Sam Brown, saying excellent commentary, lads. Well done.
Thanks for that, Karen. All your support is greatly appreciated. And Gaming Arc there has told us well done. Thanks for that, Gaming Arc. UCC look to move the ball wide again while there is an advantage. And carry blindside again. Again,
UCC look to kick. I'll take my Darren Gavin.
That's a great cover in catch there by Darren Gavin on the turn. Penalty to UCC on the nearer side wing there. Unsure what it was for there, Jack.
Apologies, Sarge. I was just reading our viewers' comments there, so I missed what the penalty was from. UCC looking to kick to the corner here. Colin Maher with a comment in there, asking for a shout out for Cardi B. I think that's Brian Bennett on his debut. So as we say, congratulations to Brian Bennett on his debut and his try. UCC with the put in here. They go to the base again. It's thrown over the top as Tai Chan takes it, gives a pass to Oren Ring. Great carry by Oren. Shannon will look to move it quickly here with Brian Bennett. Gets the ball early into John O'Sullivan's hands. Moves it out wide to Alan Flannery again with good feet. Shannon with a ruck 15 metres in from the touchline on the far side. Sean McCarthy with a pick and the offload. I think the ball just went forward there off a Shannon hand, unfortunately, Evan.
A lot of knock-ons here for Shannon today, and the ball just isn't sticking with that final pass. I'm sure they'll work on it next week in preparation for the Highfield game.
I am speechless here in the Mardyke as I see Connor Glynn of all people moving to the backfield. Even it shows how much injuries we've gotten today, but Connor Glynn of all people stepping in there. Let's see if he what he can do on the wing. He definitely backs himself with the pace. But what do you make of that, Evan? Connor on the wing.
To be fair with you, Jack, nothing surprised me with him. He always fancies himself as anything but a prop, to be honest with you. I lined out in the back row with him myself one game. Shannon got a penalty just outside the halfway line. They'll hope to kick and get their winger to chase the ball now, as the referee marches 10 yards. Sean McCarthy takes it quick, but unfortunately after a 10 yard, you're not allowed to take it quickly.
John O'Sullivan with a kick long, looks to go just short as he tried to go long, get Shannon some good territory there. UCC looked to run it out of their own half as they move the ball from touchline to touchline here. Alan Flannery looking to make the tackle, helped out by Lee Nicholas. UCC attacking here out from their own half like they love to do. They go down the blind side. Good offload with great pressure from Shannon. Line out here, Shannon on the 22. Yeah, look, John was trying to get as much territory as he could there as we go quick again off the line out, getting a ball into Ben Daly's hands. Great feet. Offload to Brian Bennett as he tries to move the ball wide into Darren Gavin's hands. Some space out there if we want to get the ball into Conor Glynn's hands. Fastest winger in the league, as some people might say.
Just another knock on there by Shannon. Ten minutes left and the score remains UCC 47, Shannon 10. Speaking of unfamiliar positions, Jack, you often pack down in the back row, is this correct?
Yeah, it's been a while, but Pat Brown was coaching me when I was younger. I was a back row originally, moved me into the centre. Could have been moved up another couple of rows there for a couple of years, but I've somehow found myself on the wing now. So we'll see how I get on when I get back playing.
3 tries against Kilfeacle, might I add. Now, UCC break down the line again, and Ben Daly just unfortunately slips a tackle, and UCC look to run in another score there. You have to admire the rugby UCC play, Jack, to have played some great rugby today.
Yeah, as we've mentioned a couple of times here today, the sun is out. UCC are at home, and it's a type of rugby. It's a type of rugby they've always liked to play when we've played against them. College rugby, just look for the space, move the ball to the space whatever way they can, and look, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But today, unfortunately for Shannon, they're coming out on just the right side of the risks that they're taking, as they have a conversion here, 15 in from the touchline. Over it goes. Inside the last 10 minutes here, Shannon looked to kick off, hopefully get another score on the board before we finish up here. Conor Glynn just running around like a headless chicken at the minute, trying to find what position he's playing. We'll see. He's chasing here in the midfield. I think he's just as lost as we all are about why he's playing on the wing.
Kick off there is claimed by UCC, and they look to run it from deep again. A good tap tackle from John Hayes there, like Peter Stringer on Jason Robinson in Twickenham that time, Jack.
Great observation, Sarge, and as usual, a great knowledge of rugby from yourself.
And again, UCC look to run the ball from deep, and just a pop back inside. Sees him getting the ground. Chip through there, and it looks like UCC are going to gather it. But a good covering tackle and the offload, but and UCC scored a try there. Apologies for any foul language again.
About 5 minutes left here in the Mardyke as UCC line up a conversion from the touchline. Taking his time here. Strikes it well. Over it goes again. UCC have been clinical off the boot, Sarge, haven't they?
Yeah, As I said, you have to admire the UCC performance. They must have been very disappointed to come up to Limerick and get beat by young Munsters last week, Jack. You were always expecting a backlash of UCC today.
Yeah, definitely, especially at home, Evan. The conditions definitely suit them as well. As John O'Sullivan kicks again to the 22, UCC carry a phase in off the touchline. Looks like they're going to exit here off first phase. Unusual for them. They've gone a couple of phases so far in this game or tried to move it wide. Ball is up. Ben Daly looks to take. Just a knock on there from UCC. Ben picks up the spill, looks to get it to John O'Sullivan, but the referee brings it back from a scrum. Scrum here. Good opportunity from Shannon. Good attacking position. And UCC 10. Conor Glynn finding his way back to that blindside wing. We wonder, will he try come off the wing, get his hands on the ball here, Evan?
It's one of those things that make you go and in all fairness, Jack, he's coming over to this wing again. I've never seen a man cover both wings at one time before.
That's our Conor. Let's hope we can get the ball in his hands here. I think he's flattening up. Maybe he's looking for a crossfield kick off this, or maybe he just doesn't have the pace to stand that deep. Who knows? John O'Sullivan moves the ball down in front of his hands out the back end to John O'Sullivan. Moves the ball to Ben Daly. He uses his feet to get in field. Conor back in his usual position, clearing out rucks. Shannon go blindside here to Oran Ring, making a good carry. Again, quick ball by Brian Bennett. UCC looking to get on the turnover. Penalty advantage here to Shannon. Sean McCarthy, ball in his hands on the blind side. Great offload there. Unfortunately went to deck, but back for a penalty to Shannon. Brian Bennett looking to go quickly, but the ref just getting in his way. Breen looking to up the tempo, kicks it. Good kick by Breen. Shannon line out in the 5. Hopefully we get a score here, Serge.
Yeah, again, as you said, Jack, they'll definitely be looking to get a score there. They have kept attacking, credit to Shannon. Here's Tai Chen ready to throw the ball into the line out here. Nicely gathered by Sean McCarthy. Shannon looked to maul. Seems to be a bit of a breakdown in the maul there. Slow ball, and Lee Nicholas carries and pops it to Sean McCarthy, who gets a score in the corner. Sean seems to have took a knock there going over the line.
Yeah, good work there by Lee to reload the blind side with Shawnee. Got a good pass away. Shawnee finishes in the corner. Not sure how much time is left here, Serge, but Ian Brown might come over and sing us a song before the end of this stream, lads, so stay tuned. Big fan of Natalie and Brugia, these words, so he might come over as he's looking at me here now. He might come over and sing his own version of that before the end of this stream.
Chalk it down, Ian Brown.
Hugh Keller, who is a former Shannon player, was on the opposite side of the field last week in the game, or a couple of weeks ago in the game against UL Bows. Serge, he's commented in here saying the Martin Tyler and Gary Neville of commentary. Good.
Cheers, Jeff. As the full-time whistle goes there, final score is UCC 59, Shannon 17. Congratulations to UCC in their win. Thanks to Jack for joining me here. Jack, any final words?
Yeah, it's been interesting, Serge. Look, good win for UCC. I'm sure the team will look to regroup. Big game against Highfield next week. Looks a lot of young lads getting games. A couple injuries out there today, but definitely regroup and hopefully put in a big performance against UCC in Coona next week, where hopefully we'll see a couple of you there.
Yeah, and finally we'll just sign off. Thanks to everyone for joining us today, and we will be back with Highfield next week. Next week is a later kickoff of 2:30. Again, thanks for joining us, and we can hope you can join us next week. Just signing off here as I see Kieran Ryan opening a packet of wine gums in front of me, so I have business to attend to. How much?